happened? Are you okay?
Sir, I think I dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, it might have been from the impact of the crash. I know first aid. Do you want me to help?
Please, please.
I'll be right back with the first aid kit. Okay, I'm here with the first aid kit. You said you dislocated it?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
I'm gonna apply a sling, okay? This is gonna help immobilize your shoulder. Here, try to help me out a little bit, okay? Now I'm gonna throw this over your head. Be careful.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna apply a towel and put ice over it, okay? You have to remember the acronym RICE. This means rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Now, what you need to do is keep that ice on for at least 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna get some 911 emergency medical professionals to help you out, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Of course, take care. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, sir, I'm trying to reach his gloves. Can you help me?
Yeah, of course.
Sir, are you okay?
I don't know, it hurts.
Let me get a first aid kit, sir. I know first aid, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, please.
What happened?
I don't know, my calf, it hurts.
You might have strained it, sir. You probably overstretched your muscle when you were tippy-toeing.
I think so.
I'm gonna apply a figure 8 wrap and ice.
Thank you.
This figure 8 wrap will definitely immobilize the calf muscle evenly, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I don't have an ice bag right now, but I'm gonna apply this ice pack and I want you to keep it on for at least 20 minutes.
Okay.
Also, always remember to follow the acronym RICE. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation. That will definitely help your injury from worsening. Whenever you can, sir, please see medical personnel as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir.
George, are you alright?
My ankle, it hurts, it hurts.
What happened?
I don't know, it hurts really bad.
George, you might have sprained it.
Yeah.
It's a stretching or tearing of the ligaments. Hold on, I'm gonna go get a first aid kit.
Please, please. It hurts.
Can I help you? I know first aid.
Please, help me.
I'm gonna put on gloves for mine and your protection.
I can't stand up.
Don't worry. Avoid the overuse of it. Don't put too much pressure. Hold on. This will definitely protect us both from anything.
You want me to take my sock off?
Please, if you can. I'll help you. Avoid moving it. It's blue and it's swollen. I can tell it's a sprain.
It hurts.
I'm gonna perform a figure 8 wrap. This will definitely immobilize your ankle, sir. I'm gonna secure it. I'm gonna put this ice pack on it, sir. Remember to always keep it on for at least 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Always remember to follow the acronym RICE. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Does it really hurt very bad?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, I'm gonna call 911 so you can see medical emergency as soon as possible.
Yes, please. Hey. Oh, what happened? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Bro, my forearm.
Oh my God, that looks terrible. Here, sit down for a second. I know first aid. Do you want me to help?
Please, please.
I'll be right back with a first aid kit. Usually I just apply ice, but that looks pretty bad. I have a splint ready. I'm gonna apply a splint. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
All right, sit down. Here, come on. First, I'm gonna put on some PPE to keep me and you safe, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Does it hurt really bad?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks bad. I think after this, we might have to call some medical professionals, get some real serious medical attention, okay? Get the splint ready and we're gonna feel better, okay? Here we go. We're gonna use this magazine for support. I need you to hold that there for 1 second, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the injured area. Gotta apply some pressure, okay? It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, you can start letting go for me. Perfect. Now, I do have a sling for added support. It's gonna help you keep it nice, compressed, and elevated, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, here we go. Now, you could have fractured your radius or your ulna. That's very serious. So you need to get some medical attention. Here, get your arm through.
Perfect.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put this over your shoulder, okay? 1 second. There we go.
Thank you.
The splint is ready. We're gonna call 911. We're gonna get you some serious medical attention, all right?
Thank you.
Okay.